Get over here!
The Apprentice Tactician comic, and the young sword fighter Lynn. Already
It's
I
a
messed this
sword
up.
fighter.
I was gonna go for something. I was gonna go with something epic here. So much for
that was
that.
a
How's it
pretty
going, everyone?
epic mispronunciation, I must say.
Yeah.
Are we near Bulgaria?
How's it? Bulgar, not Bulgaria.
Okay, I thought we were in Europe for a second. No, we're in Sakai.
I thought it was sachet.
That sounds so much better than what I've been saying.
I thought it was sachet. So anyway, welcome everyone to Chapter 1, Footsteps of Fate, the next episode in Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. I'm the Green Scorpion as always.
I'm the ComicFoil, still here.
And still with Lynn. We are here in Bulgar, the biggest city in all of Sachet. I'm pretty sure it's
I have no
Sachet.
idea, but that sounds cooler than Sakai, so...
Or Sake, for that matter. And Sane!
Oh, hey! Look at this guy!
I love Sane! Wait, oh beauteous one. Would you not favor me with your name, or better yet, your company? This guy's a ham. I love Sane.
Sane is actually... Sane and Kent are actually, in a weird way, references to the original Fire Emblem game. That's kind of a...
Really?
It's kind of a trope. Like, you know how in Final Fantasy there's, like, usually a Biggs and a Wedge somewhere? Well, in a lot of Fire Emblem games, at the beginning you get two cavaliers, and they're usually red,
yeah, obviously.
red and green.
And speaking of which, there's Kent.
They're usually red and green.
Oh, really? Yep. Would that also... Is that also a... Is that also what they reference in Fire Emblem Awakening? Because if you look at the support conversations between Sully and Stahl, they reference something about...
Yeah, they're a play on that trope, definitely.
Yeah, I figured. Like, I can't remember what it's called, though. They were... The Bull and the Panther, that's what they referenced.
Maybe.
It could have something to do with that. So, yeah, this is your typical comedic duo, because, like, Kent's the straight man while Sane's the dolt.
I wouldn't say he's a dolt, he's just, a bit of a loose cannon. Or, he's a womanizer.
Very much so.
Look at those eyes longing after her. Saying, you have no chance, buddy.
Okay, he's a lout. Saying you lout.
Well said. Well said. Saying you literally have no chance with her. Like, I've checked all the support data. You cannot have support conversations with her.
But the women he can have support conversations with. We're choosing someone for Sane. I'm gonna tell you that much right now because
she's mechanically
it's too
out
funny.
of his league, though.
Yeah, very much so. All right, so Lynn is being chased.
Oh.
Ugh.
I think she's out of your league too, buddy. Lindis.
Yeah, so yeah, funny thing here. Lynn is known as Lynn until this point. So what's this about her name being Lindis?
Yeah, this is a 5-on-1.
I thought it was 4-on-1.
Looked like 5 to me. I don't know, I didn't get a good look at it.
We'll check in a minute, but the good news is that, yeah, we get Kent and Sane in this chapter.
Hey! So they're just some, do-gooder knights. They're actually on a mission, and, they were sent into, Sachet to find a certain young woman, and even though Lynn doesn't know anything about it, they seem to think that Lynn is the woman they're looking for.
Oh yeah, it is 5. Okay, so here's one thing that bugs me, by the way. Normally the tutorial would have Sane come in against this bandit with Sane's lance, right? It's basically the explanation of the weapon triangle, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing: when Sane misses, Kent offers him the iron sword that he has as a spare, right?
Okay.
Not the case here.
So
Kent does not have a spare iron sword.
Oh,
so,
man.
Yeah,
It's like
Kent, like Sane. We can't have a sword for Sane.
That
We
sword
actually
just-
have to buy one.
that sword disappeared in a puff of logic.
Yeah, very much so. So yeah, we're not going to have Sane attack first. Instead, we're gonna have
Why don't we
Kent
have
do
Lynn
it.
attack first? We can use the trees.
She probably has a better chance, right? Oh, 16%. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just thinking
she's not gonna hit her.
anytime we can make the opponent miss, I want to take it.
That's a good point. Alright, so let's have Kent go in for the finishing blow. Yeah, so
I don't remember. There is a big stat difference. I think
let's check actually. So strength 6672. Yeah, 66725. 84646. Wow. So Sane is definitely a lot stronger, but he's
a lout.
well, that's one thing. Sane's stronger defense and strength-wise, but he's slower, and he has more of a chance to miss.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And less of a chance to crit, also.
Yeah, very much so. Alright, so we're gonna have Sane go up here.
Yeah, we gotta use these trees.
Just... Okay, we're gonna have Kent attack first this time. That should do.
Man, it's terrible that we don't get any sword for Sane.
Yeah, because
that would really come in handy.
You kind of rely on that to get Sane experience in this chapter, mainly because of the fact that all of the entirety of the enemy has axes at their disposal. And there we go.
I'm liking these odds. 36% chance to hit us.
Yeah, don't hold on to those. Okay, I'm gonna have Sane like come up here and take this guy, but in the trees, so at least he can get some experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Personally, I like Sane more than Kent. It might just be because he's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So like, look at this. Like, look at how much better a hit chance this brigand got because we're using a lance.
Speaking of which, we can't reach him, so...
For those of you uninitiated, the weapons triangle in this game, there's a stat advantage if you're using a certain kind of weapon against another weapon. So, in general, swords trump axes, axes trump lances, and lances trump swords.
Axes trump lances.
Yeah, is that what I said?
You said axes trump swords. Okay, first of all, why did this bandit go after Kent? Oh, that's why.
This bandit's smart.
hard mode. In hard mode, the enemy units are actually kind of smarter. All right, should we have Lynn finish off one of the? She can't reach him anyway.
Why don't we pull the horsemen back so that the brigands come forward more?
All right.
I mean, there's no time limit here. We can.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Kent go up here, and I'm gonna have Lynn finish this guy off. Yep.
Oh, nice.
All right, another level up. I'm gonna say this much: Lynn's gonna be our wild card here because once she gets going, there's no stopping her.
She's basically a sword master.
Okay, already I'm not liking this. I'm taking a vulnerary, which I don't have. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have him wait.
Yeah, let him make the attack. Oh, except now he's in the tree line.
Yeah. Dang it, Sane. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna have Sane and Lynn handle this guy. Let's have Kent finish this guy. Or fight this guy. Why not?
Accursed knight, always tampering with others' fortunes.
Zugu. This guy's name is Zugu.
The bosses have the weirdest names.
I know.
In this game. Like, I like to think that like the writers, just like sit in a conference room and think of as many fantasy names as they can, and then they assign all the best ones to the playable characters and like all the worst ones they put into the
in fact,
level
next
bosses.
chapter, I absolutely love the boss's name. You'll see why. I remember this vividly because of how stupid it is. Alright, should we have Ken finish this guy, or do we want Lynn to do it?
Let's try it with Lynn. I mean, he's not healing or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like... The thing is, like, Lynn's already at level 3, These guys don't even have a level yet.
Now, normally with this playthrough, we'd want to be picking what characters we're going to use in the future and make sure they get experience, but here's the thing, we don't know who's going to be dead.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to... We don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket, you know?
Mm-hmm. So let's say we have Kent do it. Agreed?
Sure.
Alright, let's do it.
He looks pretty excited.
Supposed to only be a lone girl. Well, unlucky for you.
You didn't count on that, did you, Zugu?
Such a stupid name!
Mr. and Mrs. Zugu,
Is Zugu his last name or his first name?
I don't know. I don't think...
I'm pretty sure it's his first name because that's how everyone else is referenced.
No, I don't think there are many characters in this game with last names. In fact, I don't think there are any. I don't think it's like we don't do family names or any of that.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Oh, thank you, Lynn. Lynn said I did fantastic work. So
Okay.
oddly enough, the American version of this game has, you know, like that picture it just showed there.
Mhm.
Except in the American version, it's in sepia tone, and in the Japanese version, it's in full color.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but it makes the quality kind of crappy on this bigger screen.
Why make it that way?
I don't know.
Like, what's
It
with
kinda-
what's with localization of games and having, like, changes that don't really matter? Okay, so in case you guys aren't necessarily reading this, simply put, Kent and Sane were sent from Lynn to look for Marcus Lynn's granddaughter, who happens to be Lynn.
Oh, snap!
Oh, jeez. Lynn thought she was an orphan. She has a grandfather still living.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, Kaylin is one of, like, several kind of micronations, right? And all of them make up the
Lycia.
Lycia,
Yeah.
the Lycian League, which is one of, like, 6 major countries on this continent
Uh-huh.
of Elib, or Elibe.
Elib?
Elib sounds good.
Elib?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'd better take the pronunciation here, considering that you said Sakai.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep Elib, you keep Sachet.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, if you're like a longtime fan of this game and you don't like how we're pronouncing things, we're sorry.
Yeah. Let's face it, this game has some pretty weird names, not just for the characters,
Lundgren.
but also for the locations and whatnot. Also, yeah, is it Lundgren or Lundgren? Lundgren. Lundgren?
Yeah.
It's Lundgren. Okay, let's just call
You
it...
can tell he's a bad guy because he has a lot of consonants next to each other in his name.
Please tell me that's not an actual trope.
Well, I mean, kind of. Just when you're naming a character, if like your character's name is hard to say, like if it's less flowy, it kind of like naturally creates more conflict between the audience and the character.
Dissonance, maybe?
Yeah, like there's already like a level of dishammer.
By the way, Lynn's talking to you.
Yeah, could you decide for once? I mean, we just like planned out an entire battle strategy. We're a little burned out.
Nah, it's fine. We're coming with her anyway. Otherwise,
Okay.
this game would be over way too soon.
I mean, what else do we have to do? We're like traveling hermits.
Are we traveling hermits, or are we just tacticians?
Well, obviously there isn't. The job market for tactician is pretty competitive because we were living on the road.
That is a good point. I guess we'll figure out the significance of that next episode. Thank you guys for joining us for Footsteps of Fate. Next time, we will tackle Chapter 2. See you guys then.
That was some pretty fateful footsteps, if I do say so myself.
She just found out she had a grandfather.
Well, everybody has at least one grandfather
Yeah.
at some point.
A live one.
Oh.
One, two, three, four.
If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be right.
Oh, baby!
Nice.
Uh-huh. Sound like such a fool.